Okay, Mr. Moore, you need to connect with your audio, please. Mr. Moore, you need to unmute yourself, please. Mr. Moore, you need to unmute, please. Okay. Vicki, let's bring somebody else in. Maybe you can send him a chat to.
I'm sorry, what did you say, sir?
So he's not connecting. He's not unmuting. Looks like he's trying to connect.
You want me to put somebody else in?
Yeah, let's try somebody
Okay.
else.
I have one gentleman, I clicked to admit, and all it says is joining on my site, but he's not showing.
Yeah,
And I
don't see
can't seem
anything.
to disconnect him.
Hey, is my lab upside down or right side up?
No, sir.
Julia's iPhone. Raz, would you put this over there on the table? So I'd start knocking this table stack down. Hello, Julia, can you hear me? Hey, Julia, can you tell me your last name, please? I can't hear you. You're muted.
Hello?
No, turn up your mic a little bit. Maybe I need to turn mine up.
Good.
Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, just barely, but that's okay. What's your last name, Julia?
Moreno.
Moreno?
Mhm.
Yes. You said Moreno, right?
Yes.
You have any other name that you use? Julia?
No, I got a letter in the mail saying I have a court date today at
Okay,
9:30.
okay. Well, we're looking for your case file. We can't find it right now. Vicky, do you show her on the docket?
I'm not seeing her name. Ma'am, does it give you a case number? A citation number or anything? Docket number?
On the letter, no. It says showcase hearing on May 11th, 2021 at 9:30 a.m.
That's a show cause. Judge, I'm going to check the 18th real quick.
You're gonna what?
Check the 18th docket. See if it got put in there.
Okay.
She's not in the 18th either.
Hmm. Guys, I'm not muted. So.
Ma'am, you didn't happen to go online and maybe make a payment or something when you received this?
No, I got it in the mail like April 23rd.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a speeding ticket and I paid it in the beginning of April.
That letter must have went out because if you paid it, it closed the case out. That's why she's probably not showing on the docket if she paid it early April.
Okay. Julia, I might have you talk to one of the court clerks and give them your phone number
Okay.
so that if we find out you need to log back on, we'll let you know, okay?
Okay.
I don't want to just hold you here and have you waiting while we're trying to figure it out. So if
Yeah.
you're either going to talk to Nancy or to Z and just give them your phone number and email address, and
Okay.
then we'll reach out to you if you need to log back on at a future date. All right?
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. You're going to see a prompt to go to the breakout room or waiting room. Chirag Patel. Patel. Chirag Patel.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Patel, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can. Thank you. We're pulling your case file. Mr. Patel, you signed up to take a defensive driving class.
Yes, sir.
Raise your right hand, please. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Patel, you signed up to take a defensive driving class. It was due on April 5th. You didn't
Yes,
take
sir.
it till the 20th. Why didn't you take it on time?
I was in a misconception of having presented during the case hearing, so I didn't. I enrolled in the defensive driving, but I didn't finish the videos. just because I thought that if I complete it now, it will be quicker. So I took it late.
Running 95 and a 65, you're lucky you even got the opportunity to get it dismissed.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. I'll accept the defense of driving, but you have to give me 4 hours of community service within 2 weeks for me to accept it, okay?
Okay. What kind of service it would be, sir?
Servicing nonprofit or charitable organization, you a church, a Salvation Army, food bank, anything like that, okay?
Okay. Sir, I
we're
am
gonna-
also doing a community service for the nonprofit organization here in Austin. Will that be worked?
Yeah, that's fine. I don't care where you do it. You just need to do
Okay.
4 hours and have that turned in within 2 weeks of today. So it's going to be
Okay.
due on May the 25th, I think.
Sure, sir.
You're going to talk to Nancy or Z here in just a minute. They're going to get your email address so that we may already have it. Yeah, we've got your email address, I think.
Yes, sir.
So we're going to send you a timesheet. You need to have whoever you do your community service for fill out that timesheet, okay?
Okay. Sounds
Make sure
good.
it gets turned in by May 25th, and then you also have another hearing date coming up in July. So make sure you make that appearance, okay?
So another hearing I have to be on.
You have another hearing date, the paperwork that you signed, you have a date of July the 6th.
Okay.
Yeah, you signed it, it looks like on January 5th. So you have to be back here or back either live or on Zoom on July the 6th. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You can hit the prompt to go to either Z or Nancy, and they're just going to confirm your email address and phone number.
Okay. Thank you. Sir, question. For that community service, do we have to have an organization name and such?
Yes, it has
Right.
to be. It has to be a nonprofit or charitable organization. In other words, you can't go down to the local dry cleaners and work for them.
Yeah, I understand that.
A church, church is always a good place.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
Okay, you see that little prompt?
Yes, I do see that.
Okay, go ahead and hit that, and you'll talk to one of the ladies
Thank you.
in the clerk's office, okay?
She said it was in America. She didn't turn in her defensive.
Oh, okay, Julia, you're back.
Yes.
Ms. Moreno?
Mhm.
Okay, Ms. Moreno, you were. Did you do your defensive driving class?
I just signed up. I thought I had until October when the 90 days ended.
Well, the 90 days, the 90 days was 90 days from April the 6th. So yeah, it's not. It's not due till July the 5th, so you're right.
Okay, so July 5th.
Your defensive driving needs to be turned in by July the 5th.
Okay,
And then you have a final hearing on October 5th.
okay.
Do you still have a copy of the paperwork that you signed and sent back to us?
Yes, it's in my email. I
Okay, well,
signed
make
it.
sure you note those dates. All right?
Okay, July
Okay,
5th.
Thank you, Ms. Moreno.
Yeah, no problem. Have a nice day.
You do the same, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Moreno doesn't. I think the other one does.
All right, I go.
Okay, you can log off now. You can leave the meeting.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Craig Ankeny. Ankeny.
These are PR bonds.
Okay. Mr. Ankeny, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. First thing to do is raise your right hand for me, please.
Yes, sir.
Solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Ankeny, you have 3 cases. One for failed to display your driver's license, one for failure to appear, and one for expired registration. Do you understand what you're charged with in each case?
Yes, sir.
Each one of those cases, is it Ankeny, is that correct?
Yes, sir. Ankeny.
Okay, Mr. Ankeny, in each one of those cases, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
Yes, sir.
To the fail to display your driver's license, how do you plead on that case? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
To the failure to appear, how do you plead?
I was in prison at that time. I had my prison on my release papers, and I don't know how you're supposed to see it, but yeah, I was in prison at the time. I got out last November.
Okay, can you send us those papers for me to take a look at?
Oh, yeah, yes, sir.
Do you live here in Live Oak still?
No, well, no, I live in San Antonio on 14515.
Okay, no, okay, I see it.
Horizon View.
Yeah, I see it. It's showing a Live Oak address though, so. Can you drop those papers by in the next day or two? Let me look at them.
Oh, yeah, yes, sir, yes, sir. No, I have it right here in my hand.
Well, I don't want you to display it because we're broadcasting to the world.
Oh, okay, no, we don't want to do that then.
I don't think you want people
Nah.
in Angola figuring out where Mr. Ankeny hangs out.
Yes, sir. I actually did 2 years, and I was kind of hoping to get this dismissed.
I can't if you're in prison, I can dismiss the failure to appear. And on the
Okay.
expired registration, how do you plead?
No contest.
Okay. And I'll tell you what, once we get that paperwork, if I'll review it and probably give you time served to pay
Yes, sir.
the fines on the 2 cases, the registration
no,
and the,
Just to let you know, I don't have that car no more, but my new car, I got insurance, registration, all that stuff on it now.
okay, well, it's not a moving violation, but
Okay.
what I'm talking about is giving you time served for the 2 years you said you did. I just need that paperwork.
Oh, yes, sir.
If you want to bring it, if you're able to, you can bring it by today.
Okay.
If not, you can just drop it by or mail it.
Yes, sir.
What I'm going to do, actually, you can email it to us too. So I'm going to have you talk to Z or Nancy here in a minute,
Okay.
and they'll get your email address, and they'll give you ours. And if you want to email it, we'll consider that.
Okay.
All right. So when you see that prompt, go ahead and hit it and get the,
So I hit the join.
yes, sir.
Okay.
And Mr. Ankeny, you can leave the meeting or hit that prompt to join.
Looks like he's kind of frozen there.
Yeah, it does. Danielle Gillen, Gillen. Okay, Ms. Gillen, are you there?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you some questions. Are you gonna tell me the truth?
Yes.
Can you do video or just audio?
I can do video.
There you go. Okay, Ms. Gillen, raise your right hand, please.
Okay.
Solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Thank you. Okay, Ms. Gillen, you're charged with failure to yield right of way at an intersection. Do you understand what you're charged with?
Yes.
Okay, to that offense, Ms. Gillen, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
Yes, I do.
And to the offense, failure to yield, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
No contest. Ms. Gillen, the fine and court cost is $200, or if you're eligible and want to do so, you can take a defensive driving class and try to keep it off of your record.
Okay. I know that I'm not eligible to do a defensive driving at this moment.
You're not?
No.
Okay. Did you just take a class?
The last time I took it was, I had completed it in September
Yeah.
of last year.
Yeah, well, thank you for your honesty. And how old are you, Ms. Gillen?
24.
The only other thing I can do, Ms. Gillen, if you want to, is I can place you on what's called deferred disposition. It's a type
Okay.
of probation. You're going to have to go 120 days without getting any other citations anywhere. You pay a $250 fee, and because you're under 25, you would have to take defensive driving as a condition of that deferred.
Mhm.
Or you can just pay the $200 and you'll be done with this. It's up to you. I'll give you a choice.
Can I ask questions for clarification?
Ma'am?
Can I ask questions for clarification?
Yes, ma'am, certainly.
So with the disposition, let's say I don't get like a citation for that time period. And then, so does that mean that this will not be put on my record?
Yes,
or-
ma'am. The whole purpose of it is to allow you the opportunity to have it dismissed
Okay.
if you can behave yourself for 120 days.
Okay. And then, And
The
then as
law
soon as
the law mandates since you're under 25, you have to take the defensive driving class.
okay, so I would complete my time period of the deferred disposition and I behave. And so then as soon as I'm eligible, then I would take the defensive driving
No,
course?
No, you can take it right away.
Okay,
It's under a different statute. That's the reason you're able to do this.
okay. I would like to do the deferred disposition.
Okay. Do you have the 250 today?
Yes.
Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have you talk to either Nancy or Z.
Okay,
And we're going to have a copy of your driver's license and proof of insurance, but they'll tell you everything you need to do.
okay,
And get your information and get you squared away for deferred disposition. They'll confirm your address and email address and
Mhm.
all sorts of things like that. And that way you get set up and just behave yourself for 120 days. And then you may or may not have to appear at the end of the 120 days. It just depends.
Okay.
All right. Do you have any other questions?
No, thank you.
Nope. Okay. Well, you have a good day. When you see the prompt to go to a breakout or waiting room, hit that, and then you'll be able to talk to one of the court clerks, either Z or Nancy.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yes, ma'am. You have a good day.
You too.
Stay safe. I got a phone number. Oh, that's a phone number.
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you identify yourself, please?
Kiara Smith.
Kiara Smith?
Yes.
Hey, hold on just a second, Ms. Smith, while we pull your case file. Hey, Ms. Smith, I'm going to ask you some questions. Are you going to tell me the truth?
Yes.
Ms. Smith, you're charged with failure to maintain financial responsibility. Do you understand what you're charged with?
Yes.
To that offense, Ms. Smith, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. You understand what those 3 pleas mean?
And what is no contest?
No contest means you're not going to admit that you committed the offense, but you're not going to deny that you committed the offense.
Okay.
To that offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
Do you have insurance now?
I do not. I'm in the process of getting it. I'm just falling on hard times at the moment.
Ms. Smith, the fine and court cost is $335. The most time I can give you to pay it is going to be 30 days. If you can't pay it in full in 30 days, you'll need to contact the court. Talk to the ladies in the clerk's office, and they can give you an extension.
That's part.
Ma'am,
Yes.
but you do need to make some sort of substantial payment within that 30-day period, all right?
Sir. Yes, sir.
But whatever you do, Ms. Smith, don't ignore this, because if you ignore it and don't stay in touch with the court, more fees get added and possibly a warrant gets issued, and I don't want to see that for you. I doubt
Correct.
that you do either.
As far as like making payments within the 30 days, if I start making partial payments, how would I go about doing that?
I'm gonna let you talk to one of the clerks so they can give the instructions on doing it online, if you're able to do that with a credit card. Or I see you're in Live Oak. You can certainly come walk in and pay at the window. If you want to make partial payments, that's great. And the main thing is, again, Ms. Smith, just don't forget us. I don't want to see it get any worse for you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Hey, you're going to see a prompt on your screen to go to a waiting room or breakout room. Go ahead and hit that, and you'll talk to one of the ladies, and they'll give you further instructions.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Robert's Galaxy.
Was it Struggle?
No name. It's
Oh, okay.
Robert's Galaxy. Hello, Robert, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, are you able to do video or just audio?
Hold on one. Okay, there we go.
Okay, there you are. Got you. Robert, can you tell me your last name, please?
Gonzalez. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can. Hang on just a second. We're gonna pull your case file here. In the meantime, raise your right hand, please. Solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. You can put your hand down. All right. Okay. Mr. Gonzalez, looks like, well, let me start over. You were placed on deferred disposition on this case back on December 21st. You were supposed to appear for a Zoom hearing, I guess, on April 20th. Between December 21st and April 20th, did you receive any other citations anywhere?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Who is Nancy Norman?
She's my wife, sir.
Okay. Where did you receive another citation, Mr. Gonzalez?
In Live Oak,
For what?
I crossed a barrier that was blocked off for construction. It was open. I was trying to get into the bank and basically got pulled over by the police for crossing the barrier.
Okay. Has that case been disposed of?
I did go to the court and pay, or go to the office and pay on both of these cases. So I asked if it would be disposed of, and they said that they would get back with me. So I'm not sure, but I paid for both
Okay,
of
well,
those cases.
you paid the deferral fees on this case.
He did a
speeding
straight
case.
pay on the other one, which closed the case out January 13th.
Okay, so he's already paid that one. Okay. Think you can go another 90 days, Mr. Gonzalez, without getting any other citations?
Yes, sir. I will try my best. I'm so sorry.
Well, we all make mistakes. What I'm gonna do, Mr. Gonzalez, is I'm gonna extend your deferral period for an additional 90 days. Give you the opportunity to still get this one dismissed. Get any other tickets, though, then we're gonna have an issue.
Okay.
And are you still in Rattler Pass?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The ladies will mail you or email you some paperwork just showing the extension and the next appearance date that you'll need to make. All right?
Okay.
At least try to
Thank
help
you,
you
sir.
out since you paid the other one.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, good luck to you. You can leave the meeting and drive carefully.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. You take care of yourself.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. iPhone. All I see is a ceiling fan.
Mhm.
Okay, so, sir, can you unmute?
All right,
There
I'm good.
there you go. Can you tell me your name, please?
Javar Deron.
Jerome?
Yeah, Deron. Derouen.
And Mr. Jerome, can you raise your right hand, please? Solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Thank you. Mr. Jerome,
Yes, sir.
charged with possession of drug paraphernalia. Do you understand what the charge is?
Uh, no, they haven't told me. He just gave me the little citation, told me to call on 11 and talk to the judge about it.
Yeah, well, let's see. And they gave you a citation, it looks like on March 28th.
Yes.
Midnight. And gave you 2 warnings in the possession of drug paraphernalia case. So do you understand what the charge is?
Yes.
Okay, to that offense, Mr. Jerome, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
Yes.
And to the offense of possession of drug paraphernalia, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Is this your first drug-related offense?
Yes, sir.
Did you pass the drug test today?
Probably not.
Okay.
I know it takes like 30 to 40 days to pass one. I had smoked that day when they called me.
Yeah, that was March 28th. So is that the last time you smoked?
Yeah, I smoked that night.
I know, but since then, have you still smoking?
Probably a few days after. I've probably been about 25, 30 days since I have.
Okay. So,
I had stopped before, right after that.
so you may or may not pass, but okay. Well, since it's your first offense, Mr. Jerome, I can consider probating you on the case, try to keep it off of your record if you want to do that. The deferral fees are $340. The only condition of your deferral is not be cited for any drug or alcohol cases for the next 6 months. And you have to do 6 hours of community service, and you paid the $340 as a deferral or probation fee. If you just want to pay the fine, it's $285 and you'll be done with it, but it will go on your record then.
If I do the pay the $340, when can I pay it by?
Well, how long do you need to pay it? It needs to be paid up all in one time, not do payments on that. So you tell me how long you need.
Like a few, probably like 2 weeks maybe.
I can give you a little longer than that. Are you working?
Yes, I do like part-time fencing. Then I have my unemployment coming in.
You do part-time what? I'm sorry?
Like fencing. I go put up fences, gates.
Okay.
But it's only like 2 or 3 days after week I go.
Well, let's see. Today is the 11th. Okay, Mr. Rome, I'm gonna give you until July the 6th. Pay it, to give you almost 2 months.
All right, yeah, I haven't paid before then.
Now, you can, if you want to take care of it ahead of time, that would be the best thing to do. If you can do that, it's going to be 340. You'll be on deferred for a period of 6 months. Means no drug or alcohol cases. And you'll have to do 6 hours of community service at a nonprofit or charitable organization.
Do I find a nonprofit charity organization? Or would y'all?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
A church, food bank, but don't do anything until after you pay your fees, okay?
Okay.
Pay your fees, because that's going to start your 6 months running.
Okay.
So I'm going to have you talk to one of the ladies in the clerk's office. Give them your, confirm your address for them, your email address and your phone number. And then we'll go from there and just get those fees paid by July the 6th.
Okay. All right, I have it paid, sir.
Okay. You're going to see a prompt there to go to waiting room or breakout room. If you'll hit that, you'll talk to either Z or Nancy.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Durone.
All right, thank you.
Stay safe out there. Another phone number. Okay, who's on the phone, please?
Hello, Eric Gullidge.
Gullidge? Okay. Hold
Yes,
on,
sir.
Miss Gullidge. Let's pull your file here real quick. Okay. Mr. Gullidge, I'm going to ask you some questions. You're going to tell me the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Gullidge, you were supposed to take and complete a defensive driving class and turn in your paperwork by April the 5th. Have you taken the class yet?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay, well, you just need to pay the balance. I think we sent you a notice, just pay the balance of $96.
I had a question.
Yes, sir.
So this is like my first time ever going through any of this, and I wasn't sure. I guess I could have called y'all and asked you. I wasn't sure if I was supposed to have it done between the time that I didn't get it done and this hearing. So I was going to ask if I could get it done by like the end of the week, and if that would be okay. But if it's not, it's perfectly fine. I understand.
Paperwork that you were provided showed that you had to turn it in by by April the 5th. So I'm not sure what the
Correct.
confusion was, but what's your date of birth, Mr. Gullidge?
07/07/1995.
Okay, Mr. Gillett, you have until this Friday at 5 o'clock to turn in your defensive driving certificate and a copy of your driving history. Yeah, I don't understand what you could have misunderstood, but I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
Okay, I really appreciate that. And what exactly is driving history?
Driving history is, you have to get it from the Department of Public Safety. I'm going to let you talk to one of the ladies in the clerk's office. They can explain it to you again.
Okay.
So you've got, but if it's not turned in by Friday at 5 o'clock, then you're just going to need to pay the $96.
Yes, sir.
And you're just down the street from us, so it shouldn't be an issue.
Yes, sir.
You're going to see a prompt there in a second to go talk to Z or Nancy. Go ahead and hit that. And you can visit with them about it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Casey Teague. Okay, Mr. Teague, I need for you to unmute yourself, please.
Oh, sorry about that. Thought I was.
That's all right. No problem. We're all still learning this stuff. Okay, Mr. Teague, raise your right hand, please. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Teague, you're charged with running a red light. Do you understand what the charge is?
Yes, sir.
To that offense, Mr. Teague, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand?
No, well, yeah, what are the difference?
Guilty means you're going to admit that you committed the offense as alleged. Not guilty means you're denying it. You want the state to prove the case against you if they're able to do so. And no contest means, well, Judge, I'm not going to tell you I did it, but I'm not going to tell you I didn't do it.
All right, yeah, I'm going to do no contest then.
The fine in court cost is $230, or if you want to take defensive driving and you're eligible, you can do that, Mr. Teague. It costs you a little bit less money, and you have the opportunity to get the case dismissed.
Okay, am I able to do it without doing the defensive driving or no? Like where I just do like 90 days, like deferred?
How old are you, sir?
30, sorry, about to say 29.
Yeah, you can be deferred, but the fees are $280. And you're on deferred are you currently on deferred out of another court right now?
No, sir. The last ticket that I remember I got in Selma 4 or 5 years ago, something like that.
It'll be a 120-day deferral. You need a copy of your driver's license and proof of insurance, and the fees will be $280.
Copy that.
So what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm going to flip you over to talk to one of the ladies. They can take your payment by phone.
Okay.
They can give you our email address so that you can email us your driver's license and proof of insurance.
Yes, sir. Am I able just to come up to the courthouse and do it or no?
Yes, sir, but let's go ahead and get your, we still want to get your email address and phone number and confirm
Yes,
your
sir.
address. So, but if you want to come up, just tell them you're going to come up today.
Yes, sir. I can, tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. Sorry.
Okay.
I have school work that I got to do after work today.
Hey, Ms. Teague, I'm going to have you talk to either Z or Nancy. Just confirm that information. Come in tomorrow, Nancy. Come in tomorrow with that information, and they can get you taken care of at the counter.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, good luck to you. Stay safe.
You too. Bye.
Maggie Wilson. Ms. Wilson, can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Ms. Wilson, hang on just a second. Well, let me swear you in first. Solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Hey, thank you. You can put your hand down. We're looking for your file. Hold on just a minute, please.
Yes, sir. No worries.
And Ms. Wilson, you're charged with the offense of speeding, allegedly running 53 in a 35-mile zone. Do you understand what the charge is?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
To that offense, Ms. Garcia, where'd I come up with Garcia? I don't know. Ms. Wilson, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
Yes, sir. I think so. I mean, yes, Your Honor.
Okay, well, you don't have to say Your Honor, that's fine. Whatever makes you comfortable. I don't want you to be I can tell you're already a little nervous, so.
I don't like being in front of the judge.
That's fine. Okay, Ms. Wilson, fine in court cost is $224, or if you'd like to do so and you're eligible, you can take a defensive driving class and try to keep it off of your record. You up for that?
Yes, yes, sir.
The fees are $144. Do you have those that you can pay today?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What I'm going to do is have you, in just a second, you're going to talk to either Z or Nancy in our clerk's office,
Yes, sir.
and you can give them the credit card information. They're also going to need a copy of your driver's license and proof of insurance. So you can email that to us.
Mhm.
And so they'll give you our email address and you can get that to us. And then once you pay your fees, you'll have 90 days from, if you pay them today, you'll have 90 days from today's date to get the class taken and completed, and also obtain a copy of your driving history, which you have to obtain from the Department of Public Safety. You can do everything online. You can take the class online, you can get your driving history online. Driving history costs you about $12 and the class costs 25 to 30. But regardless, it's still cheaper than the ticket, and you have the chance to get the case dismissed.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you good with that?
Yes, sir.
Saw that writing on the whiteboard behind you. It looks.
I'm currently at work, so it's some new hire employees.
Oh.
I'm waiting to interview.
Oh, I'm sorry. Where do you work?
For Goodwill Industry Business Services.
Oh, good for you. Good for you. All right, Ms. Wilson, you're going to see a prompt here in just a second. Hit that and talk to one of the ladies, and they'll give you more information.
Thank you, sir. Have a
Okay,
great day.
have a good day, man. Good luck on your hire. Who's on the phone, please?
Hello?
Hello, who's on the phone, please?
Yes, sir. My name is David Erko.
Say your last name for me, please.
Erko. E.
Okay. I'm still not understanding it. And I don't think our bailiff is either. He has to pull your file.
Yes, sir.
How do you spell it?
Hercule, like Hercules.
Okay. I guess. What's the first name, please?
The last name, my first name is David. My last name is Hercule. Hercule.
Herule.
Cule.
Yeah, we got it, Mr. Hercule. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Hercule, are you going to,
Yes.
Are you going to tell me the truth to the questions I asked you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Hercule, you signed up to take a defensive driving class. Back on January the 5th, and we received a defensive driving certificate for the city of Converse, not for the city of Live Oak.
Yeah, that was my mistake because I really don't look at it. I really was thinking I get the ticket on a Converse side.
So did you get a ticket in Converse too?
No, I don't. I was thinking that's the way I take my that's the way I get that ticket. When I took the class, they actually said what ticket.
Okay, I think what you're going to have to do, Mr. Hercule, is to contact the course director for whatever class you attended and get the
Yes, sir.
Get the court information corrected.
Okay.
To reflect Live Oak Municipal Court and not Converse Municipal Court.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna give you till June the 1st to get that corrected. Or I'm gonna give you till June the 10th to get that corrected and send in the correct.
All right. Thank you so much.
Sir?
I said yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay.
All right.
So you can leave the meeting. Just make sure you get that changed and send in to us by June the 10th.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. You can leave the meeting.
Nice to meet you too, sir. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Hey, Vicky,
Yes, sir.
when you get this file sometime tomorrow, call Converse and make sure you didn't have a ticket over there.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Where are they going?
You can just go up. It doesn't have to go up right now, though. Okay, sir, can you give me your name, please? You're muted. I can't hear you.
It's Kevin Carpenter.
Okay, Mr. Carpenter, hang on just a
Yes,
second.
sir.
Let's pull your file.
Okay.
Judge, it brought me back to you. Can I just hang up from you? I talked to the other lady. I paid what I was supposed to pay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just wanted to make sure.
We just need your driver's license and proof of insurance. So,
Yes, sir. Send it
Okay.
right over now. Thank you.
thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Ms. Wilson. Okay, sorry, Mr. Carpenter.
You're okay.
Raise your right hand for me, please. Solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Carpenter, You're charged with possession of drug paraphernalia. Let's see, you placed on deferred disposition back on March 16th.
I've completed the community service and I've paid and everything. After we hung up that day and we talked, I thought there was gonna be something coming in the email. I guess they sent it in. I was in the process of moving from New Braunfels down to the Pearl in San Antonio area, and it got sent to my parents' house, and it just kind of got lost in the shuffle. And I didn't send back the paper, and then I had received something that I needed to do the court date today or whatever. And so, I'm not gonna waste your time. I totally slipped my mind to send it in. I was, like I said, that she said originally said she was gonna send an email, so I was kind of looking on that. I didn't even think of a hard copy, and it just.
Okay. What we need to do, Mr. Carpenter, we're going to email you this form again.
Okay.
You can sign it and return it to us. Looks like you did 10 hours of community service. You've got 12 to do, so you got 2 more left.
I just realized that when I turned it into, I saw that. I'll get the other 2 done, and then I'll have them write a new letter.
So I'm going to have you talk to Z or Nancy, and they'll get your email address, confirm your new mailing address, and get a phone number for you, and then so that you can then turn around and sign the form and email it back to us.
Okay.
And then when you get your community service finished up, the extra 2 hours, you'll just be able to email that to us also.
Okay, that'll work.
So go ahead and talk to Z or Nancy and get that form turned in for us.
Yes, sir. I will do that.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Carpenter.
Thank
Don't
you,
hang
sir.
up, hit the prompt to join the waiting room or breakout room.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
You have a good day, sir. Thank you.
You too as well.
Hector Archuleta. Mr. Archuleta, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Are you able to do video or just audio?
On audio.
Okay.
Did you want me to start the video?
Mr. Archuleta, I'm going to ask you some questions. You can tell me the truth. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
I said I'm going to ask you some questions. Are you going to tell me the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Archuleta, you're charged with disregarding a traffic control device. Do you understand what the charge is?
Yes, sir.
To that offense, sir, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
Yes, sir.
To the offense of failure to or disregarding an official traffic control device, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
And looks like you've got a CDL, so as you probably already know, there's no options I can offer you.
Yes, sir. I do understand.
Tell you what I will do, I'll reduce the fine for you a little bit. I'll make it quite as painful for you.
No, I really
At
appreciate it.
235, I'll set the fine to court cost at 200.
Mhm.
At least save you $35.
Okay, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Are you able to pay that today?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, in just a second, I'm going to have you flipped over to talk to one of the clerks. You'll either talk to Z or Nancy, and you can give them the credit card information.
Mhm.
And we'll close out this case for you.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay, drive careful.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Ioania? No, that's our first name, looks like. No, ma'am, can you hear me?
A ver. Ya. Dile que necesitas a alguien en español. ¿Se ven ahí? Sí, hola. Hola. Sí.
Mr. Carpenter, did you already talk to the, yep, looks like you're gone now.
She needs something in Spanish, please.
Okay, you're gonna talk to Z. Can you tell me your last name?
Ramos.
Ramos?
Yes.
Okay, Ioania Ramos. And your first name is
Joania.
Ioania? Okay, Ioania Ramos. I'm gonna let you talk to Z. She's one of our court clerks. And she speaks Spanish, so she can visit with you about your case, okay?
Okay. Okay. Que te va a comunicar con alguien que habla español.
I'm going to put her in her breakout room, Judge, because Z's with somebody right now, if you'll let him know, and then I'll put him in with Z.
Okay. You're gonna go into a room and then you talk to the lady in just a little bit. She's with somebody else right now.
Okay.
So when you see the prompt on your screen to go to a breakout room, hit that prompt and you'll be disconnected from the court, but you'll still be with the people in the clerk's office.
Okay. Que te van a desconectar. Okay. Te van a poner como un cuarto de espera. Hasta que la muchacha se desocupe. Habla español. Okay. John.
Maria Ramirez. Ms. Ramirez, can you unmute yourself, please?
Yes.
There you go. Ms. Ramirez, good morning.
Good morning.
Can you raise your right hand for me, please? Solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Yeah, you can put your hand down. Thank you. Ms. Ramirez. You're charged with leaving a child unattended in a motor vehicle. Do you understand what the charge is?
Yes.
To that offense, Ms. Ramirez, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
Yes.
And to the offense of leaving a child unattended in a motor vehicle, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Well, I guess guilty. I mean, I did it.
Okay. And the fine and court cost is $210. Are you able to pay that today?
Today, let me see. Yeah, I can pay it.
Okay, I'm going to have you talk to either, or probably Nancy in the clerk's office, and she can take your information and that'll close out the case, all right?
Okay, thank you.
Do you have any other questions?
No, that's it.
Okay, keep
But
getting real
just
hot in those cars right now, especially now.
I know the car was on. They were fine. It's just I got, somebody saw them.
Okay, well, kid the other day, I read, left the car running and the kid got in the front seat and somehow got it in gear and wrecked the car. So they'll find ways to do things if you don't watch them.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I learned my lesson.
Okay, well, you take care of yourself. Take care of those kids.
Do I just stay here on the Zoom, or how am I gonna be contacted about paying?
No, you're gonna
Oh, join,
just
okay,
hit prompt there to
okay, thank
go
you.
into a breakout room. Thank you, ma'am. Four-year-old. Over the back seat. Lori Petrie. Okay, Ms. Petrie, can you hear me? Okay, I can't
Yes, can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am. Now I
Okay.
can. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, Ms. Petrie, it looks like you have two alleged allegations from animal control, one for failure to register and one for failure to vaccinate. Would you raise your right hand for me, please?
Yes.
Solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. You can put your hand down. Ms. Petrie, you're charged with fail to vaccinate and also fail to register your animal. Do you understand what the charges are?
I do, and I did get 2 or 3 notices.
Okay,
And
hold on, I got to go in order here before
okay.
To the offense of failure to register, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
And to the failure to vaccinate, how do you plead?
No contest.
Okay, now what do you want to tell me?
Well, I did get 2 or 3 notices, and the way they were stated, I thought it said something about your dog being chipped and spayed. And I thought that's what my dog is, chipped and spayed, because that's how I got her from the animal shelter. She was already chipped and spayed, but I didn't think that's about the license. Now I know she needed her rabies shots.
It's more about the vaccination against rabies and then also the registration. Has the dog been vaccinated now?
Yes, it was vaccinated on April 5th, has all her shots and vaccinated. And the thing is, like I told the girl at the shelter, I thought once they got their license, that was it. I didn't, and I've been in Live Oak for 30 years. I didn't know that they needed a license every year updated. I really didn't know that. I thought once they had a license, they were licensed. But she told me, no, you have to do it every year. But she's completely, everything's done now.
Okay, what I need for you to do then, Ms. Petrie, I need you to either email us or if you want to drop them by, since you're right down the street, both the registration and the vaccination.
Yes, sir.
And if you get those to me, I'll cut the fines down to $81 on each case, which will save you over $100.
Okay, that's great. I'll do that today, actually.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put a note here that you'll be in today with the registration and the vaccination. And once that's done, fine will be reduced to $81 on each case, as opposed to $180 and $121. So,
okay, thank you.
All right, Ms. Petrie. When do you think you'll be in?
Probably about, let me see, 11, probably about 1:30.
That's fine.
Okay.
That'll be good. Hey, thank you, Ms. Petrie.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
You can leave the meeting.
All right.
Vicky, hold up a second. I need to.
Okay. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I can hear you, but I can't see you anymore.
Okay. Well, you go ahead. You can go ahead and hang up or leave the meeting.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Vicky.
I'm gonna try Eric Moore one more time.
All right. Okay. Mr. Moore, can you hear me? Mr. Moore? There he is. There's Mr. Moore. Okay, Ms. Moore, can you, yeah, you need to unmute.
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Moore.
Oh, there you are. Sorry, I was trying to figure out the trying to get the sound on. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing all right. Let me find your case file and then we can visit. Are you stopped on the side of the road somewhere or in a
No,
parking
sir.
lot?
I'm right here in my driveway.
Okay.
Let's get my ticket and stuff out. Okay, so once you find what you're looking for, sir, I just want to start off with I'm trying to be honest. I was driving without a license.
Okay, hold on, Mr. Moore, hold on. I got to ask you some questions for you before you can tell me what you want to tell me.
No problem, no problem.
Vicky, we're not seeing Mr. Moore's file.
Okay, I'm showing he's supposed to be on the docket. Let me check.
I have a 2:30 docket right here in front of me, and they said they had something different. They said it said 1:30, and then one of them said 11:30.
Oh. This one right here.
Did you find it, sir?
Yeah, it was in a different stack. I don't know. That one needs to go down. Okay. Mr. Moore.
Yes, sir.
Raise your right hand, please. Solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Moore, you're charged with driving while licensed and valid. Do you understand what the charge is?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. To that offense, Mr. Moore, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
Yes, Your Honor.
And to the offense of driving while licensed and valid, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Okay, before I answer that one, I got a quick question. So, I mean, I don't necessarily want to fight this. I'm not saying this on paper, but I was driving without a license. But the ticket that the officer gave me here, all of my information is correct, as far as my ID number and all that stuff, but the vehicle information is all incorrect. Now, I mean, I don't necessarily want to fight it, Your Honor. I mean, I'm currently on parole right now, and I get off in 1 month. And
Mr. Moore, the fact that the vehicle information may not be correct on the ticket, if you were to go to trial, it's what the officer testifies to, and if it's brought to her attention that the citation referenced the wrong vehicle, I'm going to guess that her testimony would clear that up. I don't know. I don't know anything about this case.
Yes, Your Honor.
I know that you were cited and Officer Baldy issued you the citation. So other than that, I know nothing about it. You told me you're driving without a license, but you still haven't entered a plea of guilty or no contest.
Guilty.
You want to plead not guilty based on the vehicle description. That is entirely up to you.
No, Your Honor. I plead guilty.
Okay, Mr. Moore, the fine and court cost is $485.
Okay,
Are you able to pay that today or you need some time?
I'm gonna need some time, Your Honor.
The most time I can give you sitting here today is 30 days. I know that's a lot of money. You may not be able to pay it in full in 30 days, but what you do need to do is to make some sort of substantial payment within that 30-day period. Then you can visit with the clerks and they can set you up on a payment plan. If you go beyond the 30 days, they have to add $15 to the total, but it's a one-time $15 fee, which the state requires us to add. And then they'll set you up on a payment plan. The main thing you don't want to do, Mr. Moore, especially if you're on parole or getting close to getting off parole, is to ignore us such that a warrant might issue for you. We don't want that. I know you don't want it. So even if you don't have the money, call us, stay in touch with us. If you find out you've got a payment due of $50 on the 5th of August or something like that, and you don't have it, call us and we'll work with you.
Okay, sounds good.
So I'm gonna have you talk to either Z or Nancy. They'll confirm your address, your email address, and a phone number for you. And then they'll send you some paperwork about the fees and when they're due, all right?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate it.
Okay, Ms. Moore, well, good luck to you. Hope you clear parole and get that behind you.
Yes, sir.
You're gonna see a prompt to, there you go. Amber Flores, except that's not Amber.
Not through this before. There's a whole lot for it. It's just for you.
Thanks.
Goes with the other piece of paper right there.
Hey, sir, can you tell me your name?
Joe Rosas.
Joe Rosas?
Yes, sir.
I didn't think you were Amber Flores.
No, sir. I'm sorry. I thought I was using my Zoom.
That's fine. Mr. Rosas, raise your right hand, please.
ID and plates.
So I'm sure to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Rosas, you signed up for defensive driving back in December. Your
Yes, sir.
certificate and your driving history were due to be turned in by March the 15th, and we have nothing. Have you taken the class yet?
No, sir.
And we just need to pay the balance of the fine, which is $95.
Okay.
Are you able to pay that today?
Yes, sir.
Yes? Okay. And you're gonna go in and talk to Nancy or Z, and you can give them your credit card information, and we'll close out the file for you.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Vicky, when you see the prompt on your screen, Mr. Rosas, you can go ahead and hit that, and you'll talk to one of the ladies.
Yes, sir. No, I stopped to go back in June 15.
Mr. Rosas, do you see the prompt on your screen?
Yes, sir, I do now.
Ryan Thompson. Okay, Mr. Thompson, can you hear me?
I'm gonna put him back in the waiting room. I don't think he's there.
Okay, Claudia Hernandez.
Yes.
Ms. Hernandez, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Ms. Hernandez, raise your right hand for me, please. Solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. You may put your hand down. All right. Ms. Hernandez, you were cited for allegedly running 32 miles an hour in a 20-mile zone. Do you understand what you're charged with?
Yes.
To that offense, Ms. Hernandez, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
Yes.
And to the offense of speeding 32 in a 20-mile zone, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contents.
Fine in court costs is $194, or if you're eligible to do so and wish to do so, you may take a defensive driving class and try to keep the citation off of your driving record. The fees are going to be just about the same by the time you get through paying everything, but you do have the opportunity to keep it off your record.
Yes, I would like that option, please.
Okay, have you taken defensive driving in the last year?
No.
Do you have $144?
Yes.
I'm going to have you talk to one of the clerks in just a minute. Once you pay your fees, you'll have 90 days to complete the class and turn in your paperwork, and they'll explain what the paperwork needs to be turned in. We are going to need your copy of your driver's license and insurance today. You'll be able to email that to us because we'll give you our email address.
Yes, I already sent that in.
You did already? Well, let me see. We may have it. It's just not in the file. So.
Yeah, I just sent it about 30 minutes ago.
Okay. Well, it's probably floating around in cyberspace right now, so they'll get it. But you're going to talk to Z or Nancy in order to visit with them about what you need to do, and they'll send you some paperwork on it. When you get the paperwork, be sure and sign it and return it to us, okay?
Thank you.
Okay, good luck to you. What is on your shirt? What is that?
At school, I was recruiting at a park when I in that area that I didn't know the area. I was lost. So
What school is that?
it's Campus Rose Public School.
Okay.
It's a charter school. We're opening our third campus right there in Waltham and 35 next to the Home Depot.
Oh, good for you.
Yes, thank
All
you.
right. Well, good luck with that. And you're going to see a prompt in just a second. Hit that and you'll talk to either Z or Nancy.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Joe Olson.
Yes, I'm here.
Hello, Mr. Olson.
Hi.
Raise your right hand for me, please. Solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. You can put your hand down. Okay. Okay, Mr. Olson, you have 2 violations which have been written by animal control, one for fail to register and one for fail to vaccinate. Do you understand what the charges are?
Yes.
To each of those alleged violations, Mr. Olson, there are 3 pleas you can enter, guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
Yes.
And to the offense of fail to register, how do you plead, sir? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
And to the fail to vaccinate, how do you plead?
No contest.
Have they been vaccinated and registered now?
Yes, they were. My pet was vaccinated on April 1st, which was the deadline that I was given.
Okay, well, the citation was issued on April 1st.
I have documentation from the city saying my registration was good as of April 1st.
Okay, well, the affidavit, I'm just reading from her affidavit, shows failed to comply after 3 written warnings and 1 verbal warning to get these things done.
Yes, the verbal warning said I had till April 1st.
I don't have any information regarding that, Mr. Olson. I'm going to have you talk to one of our court clerks. And in the meantime, I'll have our prosecutor talk to the animal control officer. And if we need to have you Zoom again or come in personally, we'll let you know. But make sure we get your phone number and email address from, or give those to the court clerk that you're going to talk to in a second.
Okay.
All right. So you can go ahead and hit the prompt to join the breakout room.
Okay.
Denzel Washington.
I arrested a guy who looked like Denzel last week. Actually, I was just telling him this morning.
Hey, Mr. Washington, are you there? They're gonna need that. But then that needs to go to Cynthia after they talk to him. And then She needs to come talk to me about that.
I don't think Mr. Washington is there.
Mr. Washington, are you there, sir? Give me the police report on that one. Because that description's not going to do it. Jorge Huerta.
How you doing, sir?
Oh, Mr. Huerta, raise your right hand for me, please. Solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Hang on just a second. We're pulling your case file. Or files. Mr. Huerta, you're charged with no driver's license and failure to maintain financial responsibility. Do you understand what you're charged with in each case?
Yes, sir.
Do the failure to well, on each case, the 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
Not quite, sir.
Okay, guilty means you're going to admit that you committed the offenses on the date stated of March 20th. Not guilty says, nope, judge, I didn't do those things, and I want the state to prove the cases against me if they're able to do so. And no contest simply means I'm not going to tell you that I did, but I'm not going to tell you that I didn't commit those offenses.
No contest.
On which one?
On both.
On both.
On both, sir. All right.
Note here you have an appointment with DPS on May 26th.
Yes, sir.
You had a prior appointment on April 30th. What happened to that?
I don't know how I did this, but I accidentally scheduled for a commercial driver's test. So I drove all the way to Castroville just to be told that I scheduled the wrong appointment. So from there, they had scheduled me May 26th on the south side of San Antonio.
Now, how old are you, Mr. Huerta?
I'm 18, sir.
Whose car were you driving?
It is registered at my mom's.
She know you were driving it?
Yes, sir. I was helping her picking up my brother within the neighborhood area off of Woodbench.
So you don't have any insurance now, do you?
Under me, no, sir.
Are you living with your parents?
Yes, sir.
Are you still in school?
Yes, I'm currently in college.
Hey, what is? Just give me the name of the street without the number.
For where I live in?
Or you're living with your parents. What is your address living with them? Just the street name.
Forest Cabin.
And what's your mother's name?
Araceli Huerta.
Araceli?
Yes.
I don't know, Mr. Huerta, but it's possible that the officers will issue her a citation for allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. That's up to them, not up to me. I need for you to, in a minute, I'm going to have you talk to one of the court clerks. And I need for you to email us a copy of the insurance on that vehicle
Yes, sir.
with, and then on the no driver's license case, I'm going to reset that case to June 1st. If you have a driver's license by that date, I'll probate you, meaning that you'll be on probation for 180 days. You pay a $250 probation fee, and you have the possibility to keep that off of your record.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I apologize for all this that happened.
Sir?
I apologize for all this that happened. I was just helping out my mom picking up my brother because she was at the time she was on Leon Valley, and the reason why I got pulled over was because of a faulty taillight. I followed under everything, and yeah, unfortunate. Yes, sir.
You're the one on the hook for it, so it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to talk to Z or Nancy and give them, or we will give you our email address, and then you can email us the proof of insurance.
Yes, sir.
Driver's license. As soon as you get it, even though the paper copy, go ahead and email that to us also.
Yes, sir.
So you're going to see a prompt there in a second. Go ahead and hit that, and you'll be connected with one of the court clerks.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Good luck to you on your test.
Thank you.
I had somebody else. Quentin's Galaxy. Okay. Quentin, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you tell me your last name? I'm going to guess it's not Galaxy.
No, it's Eddington.
Eddington?
Yes, sir.
This is an indigent hearing, sir.
Oh, indigent hearing, okay. Okay, Mr. Eddington, raise your right hand, please. So I'm just going to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Eddington, you have a capious profile warrant issued for you. Been almost 3 years since that warrant was issued, and you were assessed the fine prior to that. $371, now it's $482.30. So why haven't you paid this?
I haven't worked in almost 2 years.
And why is that? Is there a reason you haven't worked?
I had a toe amputation and I had a vein bypass surgery done. So
So do you receive disability?
yes, sir.
Because I don't have a financial affidavit here for you. Vicky, do you know if one was submitted?
Let me check real quick.
Oh, no, man, it was in the other file. I see it now. The other file. Which one is it? Who is it? No, Denzel didn't show up. Hey, Mr. Eddington, looks like you owe a total.
It's $1,224,
Thank you.
and no payments have ever been made.
Okay. $1,000, what was it, 22?
Yes, sir, $1,224.60.
Okay, Mr. Eddington, I'm gonna find that you're indigent. I'm gonna allow you to satisfy your fines and court costs with 98 hours of community service within 120 days to pay off what you owe.
Oh,
You do your community service at any nonprofit or charitable organization. I don't tell you where to go because I don't know what your schedule is. You get to pick whatever agency or group you want to try to do the community service with.
that's the thing. I've barely been cleared by my doctors to do any work because I have peripheral artery disease. I have low circulation in my feet, so I can only stand up for so long.
Well, okay, well, you don't have to stand up. You know, there's a lot of, particularly if you try to do it at a church or someplace like that, you could maybe do some
Okay.
desk work.
Okay. You
I'm gonna have you
said,
talk to one of the court clerks so they can confirm your address and phone number and email address. And then once we get that, they'll send you some paperwork with a timesheet. The timesheet needs to be completed by whoever you do the community service for and give us a phone number. and way and name to contact them to confirm the community service.
Okay.
Yeah, not all community service is lifting and hauling stuff. There's a lot of it that, can be done, especially with a church that is, non-manual labor type things you can do.
I understand.
All right. Okay, Mr. Eddington, well,
Okay.
good luck to you. Hope, we're going to put you in and talk to one of the ladies in the clerk's office. So when you see that prompt on your phone, go ahead and hit that, and you'll talk to them, give them that information, and then we'll give you our email address, and you can get that stuff to us.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Mr. Eddington. Hey, Joey, can you hear me, sir? Okay, you need to unmute, please. Lower left-hand corner.
All right, sorry about that.
All right. Can you tell me your last name, please?
Yes, sir, Walters.
Joey Walters.
Joseph Walters?
Is it Joseph Walters?
Yes, sir, it's Joseph.
Okay, Mr. Walters, raise your right hand for me, please. Solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Thank you. Mr. Walters, you're charged with having an unregistered trailer and also no safety tote chains. Do you understand what the charges are?
Yes, sir.
To each of those offenses that's alleged, Mr. Walters, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
Yes, sir.
And to the offense of no safety tow chains, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
And to the unregistered trailer, how do you plead?
No contest.
Did you get the trailer registered?
No, sir. I had bought it just a few days prior to the incident, and so I hadn't had time to get it registered at that time.
Okay, is it registered now?
No, sir. No, it got totaled in the incident, and so it got taken to I guess the tow yard or the scrap yard, and so I didn't register because the trailer and the boat both got totaled in the accident on that.
Was there was the accident the result of the no safety tow chains?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, the hitch was worn out, and so it popped off of the ball on my truck, and the trailer and the boat went and then hit one of the concrete medians.
Were there any other vehicles involved, Mr. Walters?
No, sir.
And Ms. Walters, on the unregistered trailer, since trailer's gone now, I'm gonna reduce the fine and court cost to 101.
Yes, sir.
On the on the tow chains, fine and court cost is 175. Are you able to pay these today?
Yes, sir.
You're going to talk to either Z or Nancy in just a second. You'll give them your credit card information. Sorry about the accident. That's why they got
Yes,
those
sir.
tow chains.
Yes, sir. No worries. I appreciate it.
Okay, good luck to you.
I'm
Thanks,
sorry, sir, what did you reduce the tow chain to?
No, tow chains stayed at 175.
Okay.
Go ahead and hit that prompt, Mr. Walters.
Yes, sir. Will do. Thank you.
Thank you. Catherine Pasquale, who is fast asleep in her car. Miss Pasquale. Miss Pasquale. Vicky, honk at her or do something. She is out like a light. Miss Pasquale. Miss Pasquale. Okay, let her continue her nap. Maybe she'll wake up in a minute. Vicky, go ahead and bring somebody else in that's not napping. Stephen Hernandez. Mr. Hernandez, can you hear me? Morning, Mr. Hernandez. You need to unmute. Lower left-hand corner, if you're on a computer.
Can you hear me now, sir?
Yes, sir. There you go.
Thank you.
Okay. Good morning, sir. Can you
Good
raise your right
morning.
hand for me, please? Solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Hernandez, you're charged with driving while license invalid. Do you understand what the charge is?
Yes, sir.
Okay. To that offense, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
Yes, sir.
And to the offense of driving while license invalid, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
Do you have a license now?
No, I sent in my SR 22 and I'm working on an occupation license now. I just need to go in and clear up a few more things.
The fine and court cost is $485. Are you able to pay that today?
No, sir, but if I'll take credit cards, I can make a payment at least.
Yeah, we do take credit cards, and that's probably the best way for you to pay all of it. Most time I can give you right now, Mr. Hernandez, is 30 days. I know that's a lot of money, and you may or may not be able to pay it in 30 days. But if you cannot pay it in 30, well, first thing you need to make some sort of substantial payment within the 30-day period.
Yes, sir.
And once you do that, contact the court clerks, and they can work with you on a payment plan after the 30 days. They have to add $15 to it, but it's a one-time charge. So, and then just stay steady on the payment plan. If you run into a problem, Mr. Hernandez, and you're just not able to pay for whatever reason, contact the court, because the worst thing you can do is ignore us, because then
Yes, sir.
warrants get issued and more fees get added, and you just dig yourself a deeper hole. And I
Yes,
don't
sir.
want to see you do that. So if you can't make a scheduled payment on your payment plan, call us. We'll work with you. Just don't drop out of sight.
Yes, sir. We'll do.
So you're going to talk in just a second to either Z or Nancy, and
Okay.
you can give them the credit card, make a payment, and they can give you some idea about, what they may be able to do going forward with you.
Sounds good. Thank you, sir.
You have a good day, sir. Thanks for calling in. You're going
Thank
to see
you.
a prompt on your screen. Go ahead and hit that to join
Thank
the
you.
breakout room or waiting room. Okay, that doesn't look like Sophia. Good morning, sir. Can you unmute lower left-hand corner? There you go.
All right.
Okay. You don't really look like Sophia. That's a name
I'm-
coming up on, that's a name
I'm
coming
using
up
my
on the-
I'm using my daughter's iPad. She's used it for school, I think, but I just went
Okay.
to the website and logged in. I didn't know it would do that.
Yeah, you didn't look like Sophia Annalise.
No, that's my daughter.
Okay. Are you Mr. Ramirez then?
Yes,
And what's your first name, sir?
Christopher.
Christopher Ramirez. Mr. Ramirez, raise your right hand, please. Solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Okay, you put your hand down. Thank you. Mr. Ramirez, you're charged with 2 alleged violations, 1 speeding, 36 and a 20, and also possession of drug paraphernalia. Do you understand what you're charged with in each case?
No, I didn't know there was any paraphernalia. I was only.
Oh, I'm sorry.
speeding.
Wrong Ramirez. That's Adriana.
Different Ramirez?
Daughter by name of Adriana too, do you?
No, just Sophia, and she's 10, so those charges
Okay.
will probably be far off.
Okay, so she's not, okay. I'm sorry to get you upset there.
No, I'm not upset. I just was a little worried.
And understandably so. Okay, you're charged with speeding. How about that?
Yes.
36 and a 20.
Yes, which is
You-
too fast. Yeah.
You understand what the charge is?
Yes.
To that offense, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. You understand-
I'm totally
understand
guilty
what
of that.
What they mean.
Yes.
And to the offense of speeding 36 and a 20, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
I would be guilty.
The fine and court cost is $214, or if you want to take a defensive driving class and you're eligible,
Mhm.
that and have the opportunity to get the case dismissed.
I would prefer to get it dismissed, just to keep it off my record, because I got the ticket when I was working. I do delivery apps and Uber Eats and DoorDash and stuff like that. So that's the only reason why I was going that fast anyway. I was late for a delivery, but also I wasn't familiar with the area. But yeah, I would like to keep it off my record just so it doesn't affect that work.
Okay. Do you have $144?
Yes.
In just a minute, I'm gonna have you talk to one of the ladies in the clerk's office. They can take your payment. They're also gonna need a copy of your driver's license and proof of insurance,
Okay.
which you can email to us. Once you pay your fees, you'll have 90 days to take the defensive driving class and turn in your paperwork. Your paperwork's gonna be your completion certificate from whatever class you attend, and
Okay.
a copy of your driving history, which you have to obtain from the Department of Public Safety. You can do everything online. So you can grab your daughter's iPad and y'all can both watch the defensive driving. And she'll learn early how to drive.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna teach her early.
Sir?
Better than me, probably.
Nah, just a hiccup.
Yes.
Yeah, just as, in just a second, you're gonna talk to one, either Z or Nancy.
Okay.
And they will get you squared away, get your driver's license, insurance, and payment in. And then they will send you some paperwork. Once they send it to you, and you've reviewed it, please sign what we send you and send a copy back. So you acknowledge the receipt, and that'll have the deadline on it also for when you have to take the class, and also the website for the defensive drive, for the.
And that'll be on the email.
So.
Okay.
Just get it done, and then you can give Sophia her iPad back.
Oh, she's at school right now, so.
Oh.
But I appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Mr. Ramirez, you take care. Stay safe.
Oh, I will. You too.
How did they bring that in? Caleb Rost, OST. Hey, Mr. Ross, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
I can now. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Are you able to do video or just audio?
Yes, I can. Give me 1 second.
All right. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Ross, raise your right hand for me, please. Solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Ross, you were cited allegedly running 36 in a 20-mile zone. Do you understand what you're charged with?
Yes.
Okay, to that alleged offense, Mr. Ross, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
Yes.
And to the offense of speeding 36 and 20, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
Mr. Ross, is that the correct pronunciation of your name, Ross?
Actually, yes. Most of the time people say roast, but Rost is correct.
Hey, got something right today. Okay, Mr. Ross. Fine and court cost is $214, or if you're eligible, you can take a defensive driving class and try to keep it off of your record. Have you taken a defensive driving class in the last year?
No, sir.
So you want to do the defensive driving, or you want to just pay the fine and be done with it?
I would prefer to do defensive driving if possible.
Okay. Do you have $144?
Today?
Yes, sir. Those are the court costs.
Oh, not today. I can by tomorrow.
Okay, Mr. Ross, I'm going to let you pay those fees tomorrow. Just call the court, talk to one of the ladies in the clerk's office. But today, I'm going to have you talk to either Nancy or Z.
Okay.
And you'll give them your email address. I see we've got it here, but they're going to confirm your phone number, address, and email address. And also, you need to email us a copy of your driver's license and proof of insurance.
You got it.
And get that done. When we send you the paperwork for the defensive driving, be sure and sign it and email it back to us.
Sure.
That's just an acknowledgement that you got it. So in just seconds, you're going to see a prompt there to go to a waiting room or breakout room. If you want to talk to one of those, talk to one of the ladies, they'll take care of you.
Sure. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Mr. Ross. D's iPhone. Not J's, but D's iPhone.
They said this isn't one of the files.
Guess I got shoved in there by mistake. Okay. D. D's iPhone. Okay, getting closer. Okay, can you hear me on the phone? D's iPhone, can you hear me? Okay. Need for you to unmute now. Okay, can you unmute now? Oh, there's Mr. Ross again. There goes Mr. Ross. I hate when these people die. Those accused criminals. Hey, D, can you hear me? D, can you hear me? When you go up, tell them to put that
Can we try somebody else, sir?
in the basket. Yeah, let's see if Sleeping Beauty woke up. It's Pasquale. Okay, there you are. Okay. You need to unmute.
Oh, okay, there you are. Sorry, I couldn't hear.
Okay. Yeah, we tried to connect with you a few minutes ago and it looked like you were snoozing.
I'm so sorry. If I work 2 jobs, and when I don't move, my body just dies. I'm so sorry about that.
That's fine. That's fine. It's kind of humorous. I was yelling at you, Miss Pasquale,
Oh.
wake up, wake up.
Yeah, it didn't help that you were muted still. It was still, the audio was still not open. Sorry.
Well, I was not muted, but yours must have been.
Yes.
Okay, Miss Pasquale, raise your right hand for me, please. solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
You can put your hand down. Thank you. Okay, Ms. Pasquale, you're charged speeding 89 in a 65-mile zone. Do you understand what the charge is?
Yes.
Okay, to that offense, as alleged, there are 3 pleas that you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
I don't understand the difference between not guilty and no contest.
Not guilty means I didn't do it, and I want the city to prove the case against me if they're able to do so.
I
No
meant
contest, no contest
guilty.
means,
Guilty and no
well, Judge,
contest.
I'm not going to tell you that I did it, but I'm not going to tell you that I didn't do it.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Guilty then.
Okay, Ms. Pasquale, the fine and court cost is $254. Or if you're eligible and would like to try to take a defensive driving class, you can do that and possibly get the citation dismissed if you turn in all your paperwork on time.
I'd like to go for the second one.
Okay, have you taken defensive driving in the last year?
No, sir.
Okay, the court cost for defensive driving is $144 as opposed to $254. Do you have that today?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you at work or in between workplaces, or?
I'm in between. I'm actually like right outside my work waiting to go punch in as soon as we're done here.
What was that? A Ferdy's? What was that?
It's a Whataburger. I don't know how to turn the screen around.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. I can see you. You can see me.
Whataburger shirt.
So, what you're going to need to do is I'm going to flip you in, or you're going to flip yourself in to talk to one of our court clerks, either Z or Nancy, and you're going to give them, you'll give them the credit card information to make that payment, and then you'll need to email us a copy of your driver's license and proof of insurance, or if you want to, no, you're in San Antonio, so you don't want to just drop it by. So we need to have your copy of your driver's license and proof of insurance and the payment. And once you make that payment and we have those other documents, you'll have 90 days from that date to get your defensive driving class completed. You have to turn in your certificate and also a copy of your driving history, which you have to obtain from the Department of Public Safety. The class is going to cost you $25 to $30. The driving history costs you $12, but it's still going to be a lot cheaper than the $254 fine amount, or $254 fine amount, and you do have the chance to get the case dismissed.
Awesome. Thank you. Yes, sir. Yeah, the driving record and the actual class paperwork within 90 days.
You can do everything online. You can even take a nap through part of it if you want to. But there is a test.
I'll probably try to make sure I stay awake for that one.
There you go. Okay, Ms. Pasquale, you're going to see a prompt on your screen to join a breakout room or waiting room. If you hit that and talk to one of our ladies, they'll get you squared away.
All right. Thank you, sir. You have a wonderful day.
You too. Go get some sleep.
Thanks.
How late do you work at Whataburger? Oh, she's frozen. Oh, well. Lily Noel Jenkins. Okay, Ms. Jenkins, Mr. Ramirez, what are you doing back? Okay, I can't hear you. You're muted, Mr. Jenkins. I mean, Mr. Ramirez, sorry. I got two people on two screens. So, Mr. Ramirez, you're muted.
I think he was leaving Z and got back into the main session.
Okay. Okay. Why don't you take him and tell him what he needs to do to leave? And then I'll talk to Ms. Jenkins. Ms. Jenkins, can you hear me? Ms. Jenkins, not sure where you went.
Do you want me to bring somebody else in? Is she, I guess, disconnected herself?
Well, we've already tried Mr. Thompson, Mr. Washington. Hold on just a second. Let me look at Mr. Washington's police report.
I was gonna say that's his third charge with us. Okay, well, give me whoever we have that will join us. Okay, Dee's iPhone. Are you there? Dee's iPhone.
Okay, there. Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, are you able to do, no, you're on an iPhone, okay.
Yes.
Okay, can you tell me your name, please?
My name is Dora, D-O-R-A, last name Love, L-O-V-E.
Dora Love.
Yes. I can give you my,
No, that's fine. We just need to pull your file, and all that came up on your screen was Dee's iPhone.
oh, I see, I see.
All right. Ms. Love, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. Are you going to tell me the truth?
Yes, sir.
Love, looks like you were placed on deferred disposition for a
Yes.
speeding case back on December the 15th.
Yes,
You were
I
supposed
didn't.
to have appeared on April the 20th
Yes, I missed that.
and didn't do that, so we sent you this show cause notice. So my question to you, Ms. Love, is since December the 15th of last year, have you been cited for any other offenses in any jurisdiction?
No, sir.
So you've been behaving yourself, right?
Yes, I have.
All right, Ms. Love, case is dismissed. You're free to hang up and leave the meeting and go on about your business.
So I don't have to do anything anymore?
Unless you want to send us some more money, you can do that.
No, I don't. I will drive very carefully. Very
Okay, well,
careful.
I mean, if you just want, if you want to drop a couple hundred on the court, that's fine.
No, sir. I'm good. I need that money.
Okay.
You have a good day. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Stay safe.
Bye-bye. Yes,
Bye-bye.
I will. Bye-bye.
I'm trying Lily again.
Okay, I got her. Okay, Ms. Jenkins, can you?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Sorry, I had to figure out how to.
That's okay. We're all still learning.
I've
Okay,
never used that before.
Ms. Jenkins, can you raise your right hand for me, please?
Yes.
You solemnly swear to tell the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Okay, Ms. Jenkins, you have two cases for the same alleged violation for failure to maintain financial responsibility. Do you understand what the charges are?
Yes, I do.
Okay. To each of those offenses, Ms. Jenkins, there are 3 pleas you can enter: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Do you understand what those 3 pleas mean?
Yes, I do.
To the alleged offense, which is alleged to have occurred on April the 4th of this year, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
And to the same violation alleged to have occurred on April the 14th, how do you plead?
Guilty, no contest.
Do you have insurance now?
Yes, I do, and I can provide that through the email.
Okay. After you got the first citation, why didn't you go get insurance then?
Honestly, I don't know.
Just
No
didn't
good
think it
reason.
happened twice?
No good reason. Honestly, I'm just like, I'm not trying to make an excuse. I'm just moving soon to Portland, Oregon, and I'm gonna have to spend like over probably $2,000 in gas and $3,000 in a moving truck. So it's $5,000 altogether to move. So I was just trying to save a little money, but that's not right, you know? So I'm just telling you the truth right there.
Well, if you have insurance now, I can probate you on each case, but the fees on each one are going to be $350. If you want to just pay the fines are $335.
Okay. And then I was told something about $700 for them all together to be off my record. Is that correct or no?
Yes, if you maintain the insurance for 6 months.
6 months, yeah.
After you pay the fees without any lapses. Now you're going to be in Oregon, moving to Portland, Oregon. You know, they got riots and stuff up there.
The riots haven't been going on very much. My best friend lives there and she said they're not happening as much right now.
Okay.
But I'm not going to be living in that area.
Okay. So what we need from you, Ms. Jenkins, is the $700, which needs to be paid up front. Are you able to pay that today, or do you need time?
Yeah, I can pay it today. I have to run a money order to Walmart and then cash it out or whatever, put it in my bank, and that's it. So it'll just be like another, like maybe 2 hours or less after we get off the video call.
Okay. What you're going to need to do is you're going to go onto the video call with our court clerks.
Mhm.
And give them not only your current email address and phone number, but also if you know what your address is going to be in Oregon, give that to us also. Do you anticipate changing your email address when you move?
Oh, no. I've had this for like at least 7 years, I think.
Because what'll happen is that right before the end of the 6 months, we'll send you a notice, and you'll need to send us additional insurance cards or information to show that you've maintained the policy for the full 6 months.
Okay.
And we also going to need a copy of your driver's license. So driver's license and insurance today, and then pay sometime this afternoon. Is that right?
Yeah, probably by, the next 3 hours or less, or 2 hours or less. I just gotta go drive to Walmart and do all that and then go to the ATM.
Okay, will she be coming in with that, sir? Because when we run court, we shut the phones off.
Yeah. Are you gonna bring that in?
I'm in Austin right now, so I don't know if I'm able to drive that far today. Because I'm working today.
Well, if you call in to this same number, Vicky, when you see her log in, then send her straight to Z or Nancy, and they can take her payment today.
Okay.
So if you log on just like you did today.
Yeah.
And then once our court administrator sees your name there, she'll know to flip you over to one of the other ladies to do the payment, okay?
Okay. And then by ID, by driver's license, do you mean I have to scan it on a scanner and email it or something?
How are you going to email your insurance to us?
I have to go on my app and figure it out.
Okay. Well, what you might want to do when you go to Walmart, because we're going to need a hard copy of your insurance.
Okay.
When you go to Walmart, just make a copy of your driver's license. They're in their business. I think most of them have a little business center, and do the same thing with your insurance.
Okay.
But you and the ladies can figure that out.
Because I don't have a hard copy of my insurance. I only have my online thing.
Well, we're going at some point in time, Ms. Jenkins, we're going to need a hard copy. So what you may need to do is email it to yourself, and then make a copy from there.
Just print off the emailed version?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Just want to make sure I'm doing it right.
Yes, ma'am. That'll be fine. Hey, Ms. Jenkins, well, good luck in Oregon.
Thank you.
It's cold up there too.
Yeah, I lived there until about December 7th my whole life, and then I moved here and a roommate situation didn't work out, and I don't really want to live by myself, so I'm moving back. But because my mom lives in San Antonio, so I'll be coming back and forth every other month to come visit her, fly over.
All right. Well, be safe, and
thank you.
When you see the prompt, you can hit that, and you'll be able to talk to one of the ladies. Okay.
Okay, and then I'm going to join it just like I did earlier, right? When I get my. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Ryan Thompson. I think you already pulled that one. I've got it somewhere. you have that one? Brian Thompson? Or do I have
Yeah, I was
it?
gonna say, we had his file earlier.
Yeah, okay, I've got it. I see it. Okay, Mr. Thompson, are you there? Looks like you're close. You need to unmute though. Okay, Mr. Thompson, are you there? Mr. Thompson, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Thompson, can you do video or just audio?
Sorry, I can't hear too well on the phone.
Okay.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I'm here. Okay, Mr. Thompson, I'm going to
Okay,
ask
much
you some
better, sorry.
questions. Are you going to tell me the truth?
Yes, sir, absolutely.
Okay, Mr. Thompson, you have 4 allegations which have been alleged, 2 for failure to vaccinate your animals and 2 for failure to register your animals. Do you understand what the charges are?
What was, you broke out a little bit initially, sir. What was the first 2?
Fail to register your animals with the city. And the other 2 are for failure to vaccinate. Do you understand what they're saying?
Yes, sir. So I registered them last year. However, I just didn't get it updated. I had gotten one letter before I got basically the summons in the mail, and that was the only notice I had, and it was only a week. But I have gotten them vaccinated. I'm waiting on the paperwork to get sent to me, and I'm gonna take it to animal control as soon as I can. Only reason I know I'm out of compliance, however, but the only reason is I've been working 80 hours, and the few bit of hours that animal control is open, I'm usually at work.
Well, waiting on the paperwork. What paperwork do you need for the vaccination? I mean, they
Just the
should
vaccination records.
say you got them vaccinated.
Yes, sir. I had just recently gotten vaccinated as last week after I had already gotten the summons paper. So I got them vaccinated as soon as I could. I had to take off work just to make sure I got it taken care of. But I got it taken care of. I guarantee you, sir, not lying again. I got it through Vanguard. I'm just waiting for them to email me the paperwork saying that they're vaccinated. And I guess at this point, I'm going to have to take off sometime next week to try to take it into animal control.
Well, you need to take it to the court, because if you've got them vaccinated and registered, I'll reduce the fines. I'm not going to dismiss them because they weren't vaccinated and registered on the date that you were cited.
Okay.
But I can reduce the fines, but we
Yes,
need
sir.
that paperwork, When you got them vaccinated,
Yes, sir.
that didn't give you the papers.
Had
in?
this. No, sir. They said that they were going to get emailed to me.
Well, I
They,
need to
they
have
had
both the
given me
registration
their
and the,
tags saying that they're vaccinated.
sir?
Yes, sir. I'm listening.
I need to have the registration and the vaccination emailed to me today. And I can reduce each fine to $81 as opposed to, if you get everything to me today, it'll save you at least $200. So you need to figure out some way to do it because you've known this hearing was coming up.
Yes, sir. I only knew about this once I got the paperwork for the hearing itself. Before, even in the paperwork for the hearing, it says on the paperwork that I had received 3 written warnings and 1 verbal warning, but I had only gotten 1 single letter in the mail a week before I got the court summons. So I assumed I had more than a week to get it taken care of. But before I could even have the
You
chance
told
to
me
get
you've
it
already
taken
got the
care
vaccination done. And you've already
of. So
registered.
I got the vaccination done last.
Like I said, you should have all the paperwork that you can send to me.
I got them registered.
Hey, you have a very bad connection, or I do, Mr. Thompson, because you're really coming in and out, fading in and out. So are you pleading no contest on all 4 cases then?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, well, if you can get those papers to me, like I say, it's going to save you a whole bunch of money.
Is there any possible way I can get dismissed, or seeing as, like I said, it had said I received like essentially 4 warnings. However, I only got the 1 warning 1 week before the summons. I haven't had any verbal warning.
Okay.
No.
Mr. Thompson,
warnings,
I'm not the
period.
one that decides when the citations are issued. That's up to animal control. So, but I'm telling you now what you need to do to save yourself a couple $100.
Yes, sir. Saying to on the citation itself, it's saying that I had received a total of 4 warnings, and I had only gotten 1. I had no clue that it was even coming up.
When you got,
I didn't
okay,
know the
let's just,
exact date or
for sake of
anything.
argument, let's
Which,
just say
yes,
you got,
partially that is me.
why didn't you get it taken care of then?
I only had a week to get it taken care of, sir, and I've been working 80-hour weeks. And animal control's hours are about 4 hours after I leave for work and 2 hours before I get off work. And every time I call to talk to them about it, I've never got an answer.
Okay. Well, I need the registration and the vaccination paperwork, so.
Okay, yes, sir. I will take that as soon as I can. And I just take it to the courthouse, sir?
Take it to the courthouse, yep. You take it to the courthouse, we'll get it over to animal
Okay,
control.
do I ask for you?
You just,
Okay, yes,
I'm
sir.
making notes in your file right now. So if you get them done,
Okay,
it's,
yes,
you're
sir.
gonna,
I appreciate it, sir.
get them done, you're gonna,
paperwork? Hello?
I didn't hear you, sir.
Sorry, you're going out in and out, sir.
Okay. Well, you need to get the paperwork over here to us. If you get that done, I'll reduce each fine to $81, each fine and court cost to $81 as opposed to $180.
Okay, yes, sir. I appreciate it. I will get it over there.
All right, Mr. Thompson.
Do I ask for you, sir, or do I just take it to
You can
the
just talk to one of the
front,
ladies. They'll
or
have your
where would I
files up
take it
there.
at the courthouse, sir? Okay, yes, sir. Thank you very much again.
Okay, good luck to you.
Thank you very much, sir. Bye.
Bye-bye.
We're gonna try Denzel one more time.
Well, there's his air vent. I see his air vent. Guess Denzel didn't want to talk to me.
I guess we will break for lunch.
I guess we will.
Okay.